Cheers, guys. How's life? Schremse it is. Someone asked the show. Brand. Austrian brewery. Cheers. Ooh, I like it. I heard a rumor that there is a new Malossi 200. My beer bottle's back. Okay, back to the rumor. No. Tricking here a little bit to get your attention. What's the recipe to get a 221 Sport touring cylinder? The best rotary valve touring cylinder. You just take a 210 Malossi Sport. That's a 216 version with the vertex piston. You take a long stroke crank. This is a Tamani and a used one, and you just take a 2mm head gasket together with the standard bottom gasket, and this is it. This is your kit for a 221 Malossi Sport touring cylinder, the best available touring cylinder. If you take a long stroke, look up the guide. I explained it, how it changes, what kind of gasket you need. Do use a 2mm gasket. The original cylinder head is fine. The squish is a little bit small. It's between 0.6 and 1mm. This is too little. So better take a 2mm. How to apply this head gasket? Quite easy. Make sure that you roughen up all surfaces, both sides and the cylinder, and of course the cylinder head. Sandpapering on 420, 400, 320. Then use some at least 300-degree sealing mass, put it all over, and just mount the cylinder head. Use a torque key, 25 is the value, and just tighten up the head, and it will be tight. No need to get a special cylinder head. Use the original Malossi head, apply a 2mm head gasket, and you're good. What's the power you're gonna get? I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3 dyno curves into the video. Malossi Sport has plug and play around 16 to 18 horsepower. Plug and play without adjusting any engine case. To the transfer ports, 16 to 18. It's quite a lot. And with a long stroke and longer intake timings, you can get 20 to 22. And if you go one step further, you can set the cylinder timings of the cylinder in detail, and you can change the exhaust port. Because how about the exhaust port? The original one, 58% standard exhaust port width, and with this it sounds pretty small, but you have 16 to 18 horsepower. Just plug and play. And for fine tuning, go for 63 to 65 and you will get quite good power. What you do, of course, have to ensure is rotary valve distance 0.05. Then you can go to 200-degree intake timing. And of course, ignition has to be healthy, no oil sucker, etc. and so on. This is your Malossi Sport 221 kit. Long stroke, 2mm head gasket, standard bottom gasket. You don't need to change the exhaust port. You can also, for starters, or I'm sure you will be fine with this power, just use the original exhaust port. Wrong one. This one. And in the end, the Malossi Sport is the better MHR. Why is that? The timings are lower. The exhaust port is smaller, so you can set the timings you want. You can choose the exhaust port width that you want. The Malossi MHR comes with around 125 transfer port and 185 exhaust port, and that is too high for rotary valve and for box exhaust. Malossi SPORT, Malossi MHR. Everybody's buying MHR because it's the top line kind of Malossi, and everybody thinks, oh, if I go for Malossi, then I want to have MHR. Look at this. Come on. High-end power. It's always the question if the cylinder with the timings and the exhaust port fits the setup, the engine you want to make. And in case of rotary, MHR has too high cylinder timings and the exhaust port is too big. You're better off with a Malossi Sport, originally out of the box, just long stroke and the head gasket, or optimize it, the exhaust port. The big question. Hey guys, Malossi. Polini it is. It's always Polini. It was. Polini is the best touring cylinder for 200cc. Is that true?
Ein Biest!
Sorry, ja.
Bist du deppert, ist das ein Biest jetzt?